things to becoming successful in our industry is the leaders have above average goals. They don't just think they might like something. They don't just assume they'll have a go to see if they may achieve something. They have a deep down burning desire. They have something that is in their hearts that moves them to take the action necessary to move forward and secure their futures. And so really, the first thing I urge each and every person to do is to take a moment to look inwardly and decide what it is that you are personally prepared to go to work for. You know, your goal should move you emotionally. Your goal should inspire you to get up earlier in the morning and stay up later in the evening. Your goal should get you out of your armchair and out to building your forever business. And I want you all to think for a moment about a phenomenal man that had an above average goal 31 years ago. A goal that moved him. A goal that excited him. A goal that fueled him with passion. And I'd like each and every one of us, please, to say a massive thank you to Rex Moore, because without him, not one of us would be in this room today. When you have a personal goal, you need to attack it. You need to become passionate about it. And then the leaders have above average goals for their teams. They don't expect their team to be average performers. They expect their team to also be connected to a goal, both personally and the common goal. So it's something to consider when you're working with your groups, to find out what people really want. And also I believe that you have to stretch yourself. You know, don't walk down the comfortable path. Don't walk down the path that's easy. Walk down the path that's going to grow you as a person. Who can you become? What can you be? That must surely excite you. You know, 15 years on after being in forever, we don't need to work the business for the money. Trust me, if you do the right things, the money comes in abundance. If you help enough people, the money comes in abundance. If you have big goals, the money comes in abundance. But you have got to raise the bar. You've got to decide to do something that's not normal. And if you do that, watch out. You will surprise yourself as to what can happen. You will surprise yourself, but you've got to start thinking above average. You're not an average distributor anymore. And as a result of that, the leaders expect results. They don't wait month to month to see what happens. They plan, they have strategy. They know what they're working towards. They're on purpose. They're committed. They're focused. And here's something else that a leader has. They have high expectations for the people they're working with. John said earlier, we need to be great role models. Each and every one of us need to be a great role model. But imagine if you sat down with a brand new distributor to plan their business and you didn't think big enough for them. You didn't help them open their minds to the possibilities. You know what would happen? You'd have a team of midgets. Now, do you want a team of midgets or a team of giants? Who wants a team of giants? Then have high expectations for the people you work with. What else do we do, John?
We believe that you have to be loyal. Now, loyalty is something that people talk about, but very often don't display. Loyalty is one of the most important things you can have as a person. And we believe you have to be totally loyal to forever. Totally loyal to forever. It's about as good as it's going to get in this life as a company. Are they perfect? Well, They do make mistakes sometimes, don't we all? And who are we to be disloyal? We should really look in the mirror and say, do we always get it absolutely right? No, of course we don't. They deserve the loyalty because their minds are always in the right place. They're trying their very best to do the best for us. You know, we have a saying, I don't know if you have it in your languages, don't bite the hand that feeds you. This is an incredible company. To your team. Now we know a team is made up of all sorts of people. There are people who thrill you, there are people who are in the middle, and there are people who disappoint you. But they each and every one deserve your loyalty. We always say we would walk over broken glass, over hot coals, in loyalty to our team. And you need to be loyal to other leaders. You know, it's a competitive business, but you have to be loyal to other leaders, particularly the ones who display good qualities of leadership. It doesn't matter if they're not in your business. It matters that they're in the business and that together we are all working towards the same common goal. It's like attitude. Attitude. Have you ever noticed how some people come into a room and the lights all seem to go off? And they walk out and the lights all seem to come on? You know, they take your sunshine with them. It's incredible, these people. You know, I know people who, because of their attitude, it's probably costing them about 5,000 rands a month or more. Now that's a very expensive, bad attitude. So you have to have an above average attitude. A good attitude can do, will do, must do, should do. It makes a big difference in the relationships with your team because they follow the example. It makes a difference with your prospects and customers in how you face their challenges. It makes a difference. Because if you have a great attitude and they don't see a flicker of doubt on your face, if they see you being strong with your attitude about things, that will be reassuring and encouraging for them. Attitude makes a difference in how you communicate and care for others. Do you just say you care about other people, or do you really care about other people? It's important. You see, it's an attitude. It's not a skill. It's an attitude. What's your attitude towards other people? Do you really care? Do you really, really care? Or do you just say you care? Do you want to look after your customers? Or do you just say you want to look after your customers? Your attitude is everything. And ultimately, it makes the final difference in your success. We always say attitude determines your altitude. How high you will fly with breath. Now you want to be an eagle, don't you? Yeah? You want to fly with eagles. You want to be diamonds. You want to do 10,000 cc's and above. I would suggest everybody needs to check their attitude on a daily basis and work on it. You can change things, you know. You weren't born the way you are now. You became that way. What you can become, you can change. And if attitude is going to be a big part of your success, just check your attitude every day and work on it. What else did we find, Jayne?
Well, the leader has an above average understanding. You know, it's the little things that make a big difference. The first thing is I would suggest everybody needs to lock in their hearts why they're involved with Forever. And I would suggest that you need to learn the history of Forever. Understand the company that you're involved in. And you need to really, truly understand the marketing plan. I'm amazed at the amount of people I meet who are sometimes senior and soaring managers but still don't truly understand how they get rewarded for their hard work. I see people miss profit share and car plan and trips to the US because they didn't truly understand the marketing plan. Now, an above-average leader will take the time to learn, to know exactly how they're going to achieve all the good things that Forever has to offer.